Hey everyone, it's M4J here and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Now in the last episode, we ended by saying that we were going to hook up some more silver to this silver mill here, because we do have silver coming in but very slowly. Are you horse-drawn trams? You are, so we could kind of fix that problem from the get-go by having more trams, but then that doesn't fix the problem of the fact that we don't have any silver being brought in. Now, according to this, molten silver ore. This is a problem as well. This is the timetabling from last time. So it's passenger trains, is it? No? I think it's freight trains that are holding us up right now. But we do have a spare platform, so maybe it is just that passenger train. One of these is gonna go, maybe? Was it because this one's departing, possibly? I don't know. But yeah, molten silver ore mine is hooked up, which is this one here. And we have a lot of silver that gets brought into molten. And actually there is quite a lot of silver here waiting. Do we need to increase... if I was to build another just platform here, hopefully that doesn't mess things up too much. The only reason I'm doing that is so I can build one of these massive buildings along the side without removing other buildings. Let's go there, there, and can't quite fit another one in, but I can go with one of those. There you go. We can now hold way more silver, which is getting delivered slowly but surely. Then it'll get loaded onto a train, of which one is arriving now. I think these trains could be bigger as well, and that's something that we can look at doing probably right now, to be honest. If I open this line panel here, so you've got a frequency of 4 minutes, and we have a timetable of every 5 minutes. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lots of 40 is 200 meters. So we can have a 200 meter long train here. I think we'll have the budget for this. And then wagons, cargo. We've got the generic ones that can hold everything. So again, we'll cheat a little bit and we'll use these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll go with some 3 plankers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bit of variety. Some 1 plankers. Some 4s. Back to some 5s. And a few more 1s. And I should hopefully have room for a brake van on the end. That's a generic brake van. I want that one. We'll go with plain grey. Yeah. 65 mil. Yikes, that's expensive. But each of these trains now has a capacity of pass. Was it 21, so it's 42, 56, 70, 84, 98, 112, 126, 140, a lot, basically. It was on screen just now, so you'll see it there. A lot. Right, Tring has a silver ore mine. How far is it from Tring? It is miles away. That's annoying. Ipswich we haven't got to yet. Sleaford we have got to. Actually, this is doable. Potentially. It might be a bit of a long-winded way of doing it, but if we connected this silver ore mine here to this dock here, then these would carry both oil sand and silver ore. That's okay. Let's have a look at that. That could be the opportunity that we've been looking for. We will use trucks for this, I think. not everything can be a tram, basically. Sometimes we are going to have to go smaller. We'll make it like that. In fact, see if we can load faster. We'll go with 2 platforms. For the depot, might make sense to put the depot down here, actually, at the delivery end. Don't ask me why. To you, we're going to make you silvery coloured, which I think is that one. And you are Sleaford silver ore truck. We do actually have a new problem, which is we've got 2 SOs, because this here is SO as well. Oh no, it's OS. Of course it is. Oil sand. That's fine then. Alrighty. Truck. Cargo. We can go with the open one. And off you go. And then hopefully this will start tickling over to show... Oh, hang on. It might not yet. Oh, no. Yeah, no, it should. If I've done this correctly, of course. I could just say load whatever. It really isn't going to matter at this point. And then from here down to here, you're going to connect up to the railway, and then the railway should be able to take silver ore, no? Yes, there you go. Sleaford silver ore mine. So we've got a fairly even distribution there now. Tring, we will have to find a way to connect up at some point. I guess from Ilchester we'll have to have another branch. Maybe it comes this way to Richmond. I don't know. That's not really something that I'm factoring in too much right now. So Tring station here. Yeah. I don't know if we've got queues. We've got queues. That's actually quite bad. Might have to remove some trains and add them back in. So what are you waiting for? You're actually waiting to leave. So Ilchester is the problem. Yeah. So you stopped. Yes. Whoops. Excuse me. Wrong thing. You've stopped. So let's remove this vehicle for a second. And let's remove this vehicle for a second. So that takes that frequency to 6 minutes now, but that should be fine. That should free up platforms now for trains to move in, and they're going to come from this side, I hope. No? Why are you not arriving? We've got 2 free platforms. There's no other trains moving, from what I can see. And why are you waiting as well? Oh, you're waiting because of that one. Yeah. And you're blocking that passenger line as well. Okay, let's do something a little annoying here. So you, line, you're also going to use one of these platforms up here. So at Ilchester, let's say 5 and 3 as well. Because apparently you can't get to 4. It's a bit weird because I'm pretty certain you can. That moves you forward. I have no idea what this one's doing though. Because you can get to this platform. But you're choosing not to. You aren't scheduled into that one though. So maybe at Ilchester Freight we'll just have all platforms available. You're now leaving anyway, so that's less of a problem. You're not moving forward because I think that train's going across you, which actually might have been the problem with that one anyway. Okay. Maybe here for all of these lines we just have all available platforms be used for arriving and departing trains. So that one I think I've just done. Yep. Oh. You. Ilchester, you're done. You. Yeah, we're not going to do you because you're a through station. And that's all that anyway. Okay. So maybe now we've got trains moving. You're still leaving. This This one still isn't moving. Ah, this one's moving. So that one's probably going to go into this platform here, I would imagine. Because it goes into its primary first, which is actually this one. Is it because the tracks cross over each other? Is that the issue here? That why? Oh, have you come from a depot? Maybe? I don't know what's going on here. Did you come from one of these depots, maybe? Manchester has one, but it points the wrong way. I don't know what's going on there, but hopefully trains start moving again soon, because that's what bankrupted me on the last map, was trains queuing. And it was a massive pain in the neck. And yeah, I like trains in this game, but I wish it was like OpenTTD, where it just looked for an open track and took it and didn't care too much about whether it was meant to be on that track or not. Now you're going to block things, I imagine. Oy. Yeah, we've got a huge queue here. This one here goes right the way back to Tring, which is problematic. So Petersfield to Tring is the one where we've got the big problem right now. So if I was just to sell 4 of these, that moves things up again. Also, oh, you have too many anyway. $5 There we go. That should start to improve things again, as long as we don't overflow here as well. And we need to get that silver ore as a priority, which I could actually do. I might have already done it. If I haven't, I meant to. So it's the one that comes through Wem. I'm going to say at Ilchester. Silver. Actually, is that going to work? Maybe not. I'd say that you turn everything else down to 50%, but that kind of... I don't know. We'll just assume that the train will be able to carry... Like, this one's got silver ore on board. So that's fine. And if we have trains coming up from Westminster with it as well, then that should also be fine. Right, we've got trains moving here. Passenger trains. That's also a freight train moving in as well, which is good to see. This one here is waiting for free path. This one here maybe will find its way in. Actually, you've got a clear road now, so that's fine. Alrighty, and we have now got silver ore from Sleaford getting delivered down here. Not much, but it's some. And then, yeah, it'll get loaded onto a train at Sandwich, taken up through Dover to Westminster, where they'll get loaded on a train through Upton to Ilchester, and then it'll have to reverse to Wem. We could fix that by having another station here and have that be a drop-off point. But yeah. Also, these silver bars could come down here and be turned into machines if we could hook that up. Where the steel would come from, I don't yet know. I just feel like we need to get more machines, because right now it's just food. It's getting dropped off everywhere. In Ilchester, do you have... You do have fuel coming in from Petersfield. But again, we're nowhere near where we should be. So there's our challenge. To eventually get all that working. What's going on? It is working here, just very slowly. Again, if I do something like this. Come on. There we are. And then this line. Should speed up the loading process. So it'll be alternate basically. One goes into one goes into two, so on. Although right now it's not doing that. But they should speed up the loading process. Which is one of the reasons why I really loved when they announced they were going to do this. As you see now, that one's going to come down this way, and this next one should go straight on. Except it's not. Ugh. Why does it always do that whenever I want it to actually work properly? Whatever. Right, next thing I want to do is get more passenger trains into Walsall. We've got this lovely new station. Let's actually do something with it. And I think the way I want to do that is by actually connecting up Banbury and Stockport and getting those involved. Now, how I'm going to do that, I think, is going to involve some bridges. Oh, excuse me. Stifling sneezes now as well. Okay. Is that... Oh, that might just be enough. If I was to start dragging this across. Not quite. So I think... Take this back. Like so. And then from here, we might be able to do it. Come on. And then bring it up. Yes. It started doing it then, did you see? I should be able to flatten it here. There we are. We're going to go straight across this first river. Like so. Except we're going to do it with a bit more flourish. Could go with this, but I have a feeling trains aren't going to fit under there. Here comes one to demonstrate. Get ready for the sound of steel hitting steel. Any second now. It goes and clangs straight through the funnel. So we are going to have to lift it. I think that will be fine. Like so. And then I guess we're going to keep going straight over here. Like so. And then here. Straight over again. And again, we're going to use that style. So we've got shipping lanes and things like that. No problems there. Now, can I bridge over this? Yes, I can. Perfect. I don't know why I didn't build this closer. That'd have been a smart thing to do, wouldn't it? Do this. And then over here. Like so. And then here we can drop back down to ground level. But before we do that, we've got to add the second track in. I love how it just goes straight, like in a perfectly straight line basically from here. And then just at the end here, it curves. This branch line seems to be more of a main line right now, but yeah. Right, Banbury Station. I like the idea of having it here. I am going to stick to the GWR ones. Oh, there we go. Kind of like the way it looks like the platforms are actually sloping down onto the roads at the end as well. I hope we don't have to move these roads because that'd be quite disappointing. Tracks. And then platforms again. One of those there, one of those there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for miscellaneous, we need a subway. And we need a roof. Make it look all nice and all lovely. There we are. Cool. Yeah, let's see how this looks if I was to build tracks straight out. That one works. We do one track like this, because it is going to treat them as two separate crossings, which is fine. And then on this side, where's the railway coming in from? The railway's all the way over here. Couldn't find it for a second. So we are going to follow this road pretty much and then curve around to meet the track there. So I was just wondering if I built this one out first and we did something like this, and again we do one track like that. Could I? No, doesn't really work. Okay. I tried. So we're going to have this weird level crossing scenario here. Okay, and then around this way. Here I might actually go up and over this road. Can I do it? No, he's got one more, I think. There we go, and then like this. And then from here over to here. Oh, hang on. Get rid of that. There we go. And then from here over to here. Come on. There we are. Like so. Again, this is an expensive project and we haven't even got to halfway along the line yet, I wouldn't say, because Stockport is going to be quite an expensive construction project as well. The station, I think, would look good over here somewhere. Reason being, if we then built a dock, we'd be right next to the railway station. So I think something like this. And then for this, if we went and then like this. This should get more vehicles off the roads as well now, which would be nice. Alrighty, cargo building. Can we fit a small? Hopefully nothing massive is getting delivered here anyway. We do cover a fair amount of the town. I don't know where the tools are needed. Tools are needed. Actually, everything is basically needed on the other side of town. So we might have to have a truck do it still. But, you know, could be worse. Right. So you're going to come out and around to over here. Like this. This one's obviously going to form the second main track. And as for this, that looks like a good bet. And then if I can get that one across as well. There we go. And then remove that one and go from here up to there. And then of course, double slips galore. Yeah, that should work. The fact that these gates cover the tracks here is irrelevant, because when a train comes they'll close anyway. Yeah, let's go with that. Alrighty, and then come on, 2-track. Good stuff. What we're gonna do here, I don't know. Maybe tunnel underneath. Sure. Might be a tight curve into Banbury as well, but again, that's not the worst thing. Let's do that. build it to here. So you can see it's climbing. But then if we come around like this, yeah, it makes a tunnel, which I'm fine with. Now we're following the road as much as we can, and there will be times where we have to go up or we have to go down. So I am A-OK. Cool. And then here, I think we're going to have to slow down a little bit, and it's going to get a little bit twisty and windy. But this is meant to be a branch line, so again, it could be worse. Oh, too much slope, really. In that case, let's come from here. Like this, and then we just connect it up like that. Sure. Let's go with that. So this is all now connected. Stockport Station. Banbury Station, sorry. From Banbury here, we do actually reach the bus station. And we do reach the bus stop down here as well. So that will be how passengers get here. As for materials, food doesn't get very far. So we will use... We basically have nothing being delivered to Banbury right now, which I feel quite guilty about. We will get this functional, and then truck unload. If I did it over here, that does cover quite a lot. Cool. Right, let's signal all this. So this side here is done, thanks to the gantry. If I were to use these, and we'll place you there. And then remove that one. Don't know what happened to the sound then. Righto. And then we'll use those. It hasn't placed them. There we go. Back over to here. Obviously we'll remove that one. And this signal here before the tunnel is going to be replaced by a combined. There we go. Right. Other end. Do. Place. Remove. Didn't work. Bugger. I'm going to do it this way. Why is that not? Is it because there's a level crossing near where the next one's meant to be? It's the only reason I could think of. Oh, it's also because I haven't got autosig turned on. That could be the reason. Hey, would you know it? As always, we put one before a level crossing, not after. And here, like so. There we go. Turn off autosig. Swap this one for a generic starter. And then I probably... No, I think I will swap this for a combined as well. Why not? Alrighty. We need to put a depot here somewhere. I'm going to try and put it on this side of the line. So I don't know why it's telling me construction not possible. Construction very much is possible. Please fit. Oh, you bastard. Right. There we go. And then you're just going to go around like that. Job's good. Okay. So right now we've got a Stockport, there it is, to SW bus. which goes over to this station here, Stockport Waterside. This is Stockport Central. I think this would be a really good opportunity in the future to remove the passenger facilities here at Stockport Waterside and have it be a freight station only. That means the passenger line from Walsall would then be the one I said that heads up via Swadlincote instead of via Stockport. And then this Waterside line here will become freight only. Also, that's doing quite well now. That's doing quite well now. That's starting to do quite well now. The line isn't making much money yet. We could just make smaller trains. That'd be a good way to fix that problem. But yeah, that's the plan, I think, for Stockport. And then Banbury, we do have somewhere, Banbury bus station. So it goes from Banbury to BS, which is over here. And again, we could remove the passenger facilities there. For now, though, let's just get from Walsall Central, which is over here, up to Banbury, and then up to Stockport. Now, obviously, at Stockport, we're going to do something like that. At Walsall, you're going to use the platforms on, yeah, that side of the track. Perfect. 6 and 7, because you can't actually get to the other ones. And you're going to be Walsall, Stockport, passenger, rail. Maybe that lovely lime green colour. Do I want to make it so that they can access those other platforms in the future? Maybe. How we do that, I think, would be... We got these crossovers here. I think we just add another pair in here that would connect probably into these two platforms here, and then that would form double slips. So imagine this line here would just go straight over, and then this one here would run parallel, and we'd use double slips to connect them all up. I think that would work quite well. Right, let's get some trains out. I can unpause the game now. What trains do I want on this line? I want something quite small, to be honest. Something... So the locos will obviously stick with what we've got, what we're using elsewhere. But for the wagons, I think we'll stick with these ones. Maybe just have some open third class with a brake van attached. Unable to find path to stop. Hey? Oh. Would help if I did that. There we go. Alrighty. We're also about to get our first freight trains through Walsall Central as well, which makes me realise we're probably going to have to connect these up somehow to the freight loop here. I'm also thinking, how do we do it at this end? Because Petersfield is the nearest terminus, and I don't want Petersfield then Leighton again, because we're going to have two trains running through there then, which is going to make it annoying. Maybe from... I don't know, because Banbury... And there's Stockport anyway. I don't know on that one, actually. I do not know. At least the passengers are there. So if I check Banbury now... Walsall, yeah, that's going up or down. Whatever, 100%. Using public transport. They're probably still going to use the old method here, but we are going to remove that bus shortly. As long as we see people starting to appear at this station, we know we're onto a winner. We've already got people here appearing at the station, so that's already onto a winner. It's amazing how quickly they can actually get to line speed as well. In a second here comes the train. I just want to see how this level crossing works as well. That is not going to end well for this bus. Keep going, keep going. Run, run, run. Got over just in time. Love how we got the double slips here as well. That looks really cool. Love it. Right. So yeah, I'm happy with how this is looking. Awesome. There's not really much else that I can do in this episode. Oh, I can have a look at this and see what's going wrong here. For me, it's... That's going to be the problem. It's the double back there. So maybe I build another stop on this side. Tram, yes. Length at least 20. And I'm going to connect like that. So it's iron ore 2. There we are. Spread the load a little bit. Let's also change this slightly. That one does have a collision. It's weird, isn't it? So you're going to go there. And obviously just load up on iron ore. Okay, so now we've got to wait for these trams to sort themselves out, which should happen. Back over here, sorry, traffic is much better now. So everything that we did is now working. I do want to make sure though, so we've got a rate here of 700, which we just don't need. So I'm going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we need more than 80. There we go. We just saved ourselves 4 million. And we've taken the rate down to 449, which I think... That has a rate of 600, but it's not all appearing here. If you see here, this train is going to fill up still. There's only 50 odd waiting. Any second now. You know, 40, 50, 59. Nice. I still hate that whistle. Just, it sounds like someone's got hay fever. That's all I'm saying. This train, 19 out of 32 on that set of wagons and no other logs. So, work needed still there. Down here, yeah, we do have... actually, I don't want to upgrade those. I do kind of just want to leave them. I don't know why the rate's so low. 42. What about over here? 74. I suppose we did sell a lot of vehicles, so it is waiting for those to sort themselves out. Tools-wise, we've got loads of tools waiting. So, yeah, again, line manager slowly populating the route again. And Stockport is now going to get tools again. I mean, what we could do for now, just to get some flow, is go Walsall Central here, up to there twice, and then over to here. Obviously, probably Walsall Central, we could just go with all platforms. Maybe not 4. 3, no. Oh, is 4 seriously the only one? Yes, it is, isn't it? Hang on then. Right, I want to rebuild this set of approaches now. To be honest. Because this is going to get ridiculous otherwise. So I need... There's a crossover under there as well, isn't there? Remove that one too. So I need a set of tracks that go from here right the way across to there. And then likewise from here right the way across to there. How to do this crossover? I guess we just do this. Like so. This one's going to be a double slip. That one's going to be a double slip. And what's the problem right now? This one here. So you need to get back onto... Actually, what is the problem? From Walsall to Banbury. which is that one there. Huh. Oh, I see. So it's going to have to be that one. And I guess... That's still a problem. But that's a double... I don't get why that's an issue. Is it because this here needs to be a double slip too? And that one? Okay. All 4 of those needed to be double slips apparently. Sure, whatever. We couldn't just have it come this way, up to here, across to there, and then across again. Because that's a double slip. And from there it can come across to here, and then down this way anyway, and then that was already a double slip. Whatever. Back to what I was doing. This line here. So at Walsall now you can use... See that one, I'm not going to have a double slip. That one I am. I'm going to try and get... Yeah, there. One of those in. Cool. Maybe now this will work. 3, yes. We can have 4 and 2. So what's 2? Oh, that one's 2, which isn't actually connected to anything right now. That, it would be helpful if I did connect it to something, wouldn't it? Maybe that. And also... this. And then we'll move that junction back to there. What now? Still? Wait, which one's 2? Oh, 2's this side. So how come you can't get to 2 if you can get to 1? That literally makes no sense. Because it'll come in on here. Do you know what? I'm just not going to ask questions. That's probably the best thing to do, isn't it? So you are Walsall to Stockport mixed rail. Cool. We'll get a train on this line for now. You are this one, and we'll go with that type. Wagons, cargo. Again, I feel like being really lazy and using the generic ones. Although these cost a fortune. 66,000 running cost. These are 47, so we're just going to go with these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll get a couple of those. Off you go. As for this then, I think if we took this truck stop at least and moved or added a second truck stop down here and then had it serve both. So literally do this, and then from here, so we are going to have to upgrade to actually no, just stick one here. Yeah, easy. So it'll be like that. So now we pick up tools from here, of which there are a significant number now. We could upgrade this to have 2 lots, but I think, you know, have it drop off here, have it drop off there. Plus we do actually have the other line, T2, drop off here. So it's just a question of whichever one picks up first. Walsall doesn't need... Oh no, Walsall does need tools. So that works fairly well with that as well, I suppose. This is connected to that. So if I was to stick a cargo platform Probably not on that side, actually. That was probably the stupidest place to put it, but never mind. And then we'll just do another loop from here. So we'll go there, 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 and there. You will be Walsall mixed. I think it's the third one, so I'm going to do 3 for safety. And it... Oops. That's why I look weird. It is the third one, but it also isn't. It's actually just the second one. On a tram, at least. Or truck. Cool. And then we'll get a tram out to serve that. Might just get the horse drawn for this. Mix 2. Alrighty. Unpause. Maybe for this, because that doesn't reach there. What's the overlap? Quite big. So I think if I move... It's going to have to go there. But that does still serve quite a lot. So Walsall mixed. So instead of Chester Road, you actually serve here. But we're going to keep Chester Road because this one's going to stop there. And it's just so that these trams unload here and could potentially get picked up by this, or more importantly, get picked up by this. Cool. And we should get some more tools and stuff in at some point, I hope. Banbury bus, I'm hoping starts working soon as well. Delivering people. So that's Banbury bus. I want to see how many people get dropped off here. Again, we could move this bus stop to outside the station. Like right here. That serves all of that. The bus stop serves all of that. So that makes sense to me. So instead of School Lane, you actually go to the avenue. And we'll remove that stop. Okay. Do we still have a bus to... We don't have a bus to Stockport anymore, do we? No, because it gets people to use the train. I think that's something I took away off camera. If I remember. It's got a frequency of 8 minutes. That's got a frequency of 9. But we're not really carrying much on here right now. These construction materials... If we could get them over here... Do I add a route from here up to... here? That's possible. Maybe we'll do it with a truck. So let's do this. We'll have you load at 1 with 2 as backup. And you'll load up on whatever and you'll drop it there. And you are going to be Stockport mixed truck. Cool. Road depot. There it is. Get a nice horsey out on this one. You can't carry everything, so we're going to get this. Stockport mixed. Because Stockport does need construction materials. And we never had those delivered before. That makes you wonder why we didn't do that. So actually... then we're going to do this. Which means we might need that to be a tram instead. Because construction materials are all needed over here. Let's go with that. We'll try that. We could potentially get them on a train here as well. And we might even have to load up again from here. So maybe instead of an unloader here, I'll have a... tram track, no. This. And then mixed, instead of going to the drive, you actually go here. And you'll load up on stuff to then drop off around town as well. That's not a bad idea. And already we've got construction materials now being brought over here. Fantastic. Alrighty then, folks. That'll do for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you're enjoying the series so far, drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. Let me know what you're thinking. Otherwise, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And until next time, I will see you soon.